So apparently Normani and Cardi B are ready to release their albums. Well, Normani's first album and Cardi B's second sophomore album. So I'll start with Normani. Basically, it said that her and her team need to carefully finalize other details for her upcoming era with record label. It is also reported that it will be a big production from songs, promotion, collabs, and visuals and tours. You know, with her, I won't hold my breath. I'll just say that. It's pretty pathetic how they handled her team, the label. I don't even know if she's with the same label or what happened, but within the year's time after she left or whatever, the split happened with Fifth Harmony, she should have definitely released a solo album. That's when people would have been really interested. And given this time frame between then and now, it's been said every year or so that she's ready to release an album. She's releasing a single. She's released singles, but they just flopped. Like, they didn't really do much. And I don't go based off of streams and like numbers and shit when it comes to plays and stuff. It's the impact of it, and it didn't really do. None of them did anything, to be honest, other than the track with Cardi B. I just remember like the 1 in a Million sample and Motivation. I really liked. I'm surprised nothing really came from that. It's like almost like the same thing with Nicole Scherzinger. I felt like with the Pussycat Dolls situation, they kind of waited too long to get her solo stuff going. And then nothing really happened with it. But at least she put out music. She's put out albums. It's just her didn't really pick up in the States. It just elsewhere, yes. But yeah, I think they waited too long for her to release an album. Normani, that is. And I think that time has kind of come and gone. I wish her the best though. I hope she succeeds in this album. I hope it does well. But I think the singles that she's released since whatever the last few years is a preview, a glimpse of how the album's going to do if the album comes out. They just waited way too long, man. You gotta get it while it's hot. And them really announcing the album every fucking year or two, it just really kind of it did more damage than anything. And then especially them not putting out anything, it really damaged it. And with Cardi B, well, it says, according to insiders, Atlantic Records already gave Cardi B and her team 2 times the budget compared to her debut album for her to finish the production of the album and to release it in 2023. Apparently, Cardi B already mapped out her plans, how, what, and when to release singles and the album. As of now, Atlantic Records are just waiting patiently for Cardi B's plan, but given a deadline for 2023 maximum up until first quarter of 2024 to release the sophomore album. Now, Cardi B's making a lot of noise at the moment, and it's not because of her music, more so throwing microphones at people. First, it's like fans, or people in the audience, I should say. And then today, the video just came out of her throwing the microphone at her DJ. Apparently, he kept cutting her music or some shit like that. But let's go to the fan thing that's been kind of making a lot of noise. This is what I kind of see now. So what happened was she was on stage, she asked for people to throw water on her, and then I guess she said stop. And then that girl threw the water on her, and then she threw the microphone at a girl, not the girl that threw the water, but then some other girl got hit by the microphone. So now she's like facing charges or some shit like that. So things should get interesting. I think she might get charged in this situation, especially given the fact that she asked to get water thrown on her. And the funny thing is that when she throws the microphone, the record's still playing, you hear her vocals, so people are accusing her of lip syncing. I know she does lip sync, which is kind of pathetic when you're a rapper, in my opinion. When you're a singer, it's sometimes it's necessary, given if you have like a rough day vocally or if you're dancing, whatever the fuck it is. But when you're a rapper, there should be no need to lip sync. However, some rappers do rap on top of the backtrack, so there's that. But I was watching the video, she didn't really sound like she was rapping on top of the backtrack. So I find it's interesting these days how these rappers kind of get away with these things. I don't think a lot of these people write their lyrics, and it's kind of funny where rappers are now. Anybody can write anything for anyone and they can still be considered a rapper. What is your opinion on that? Do you still think someone is a rapper when they don't write their own stuff? In my opinion, no. The person who wrote your stuff is the rapper. You're just performing it. I'm old school like that though, so I was always taught that if you can't do it, don't. And that's not to discredit Cardi in any way. I enjoy her. I love the first album. I love her personality. I've been following her since she was just a stripper on social media, made her way onto TV, and just saw her grow. It's been amazing watching her grow to where she's at now. I find things, standards in the hip hop scene or music industry now is completely different when it comes to rappers. And it's like, if you can't, don't. But like, there's a lot of people that can't, that are. So it's very interesting times. And this is where I become an old head. I'm very much on to the point that you should be able to rate your own stuff. But anyways, I think she needs to kind of get a little bit more control on herself. There might be things going on behind scenes. I mean, when you have a man who cheats on you regularly, that can kind of put you in a bad headspace for sure. And maybe that's where this anger is coming from. Maybe, possibly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. I think she might get charged for this, for that act that she just did the last few days, especially given the fact that she just threw a microphone at her DJ too. They might look into that and be like, hey, you're out of control. You need to stop it. Anyways, give me your thoughts on Normani and Cardi B returning to music. Cardi B's album will definitely come out before Normani's. I will bet on that.